Welcome to another video, in which I want to quickly talk about the differences of standard versus legacy movement. The funny thing, however, is that legacy movement with a small tweak is actually superior in all regards. You just have to give it a chance and try it out for yourself. But first, let us talk about the differences. Basically, the standard movement is what the default settings will offer to you, and is much closer to a World of Warcraft movement style. You have classical backpedaling, which is triggered upon using the default button S, and basically should be avoided of course, except you want to perform a very precise and pixel-perfect slow movement pattern. Then we have a very speedy camera movement whenever you turn your character sideways, which only moves your character whenever you press the camera rotation function at the same time, which is usually bound to the right click of your mouse. Legacy movement on the other hand performs a much smoother camera drive and unlocks a full 360-degree rotation of your character, which comes in handy for the S button, turning yourself around in a blink of an eye. And here eye is the keyword why this is technically the better movement pattern, because dodging gaze mechanics is much easier to perform with the legacy movement. But now let me tell you that once you have played MMOs for over than 20 years, but also when you're doing this on a frequent level, this doesn't matter at all, and turning your character around with the right click of your mouse in addition to the normal W key or sideway keys is the easiest thing to do. However, the reason why I gave it another try is the fact that camera movements are way more chill and smooth with legacy movement settings, which comes in handy for nearly all my battle footage recordings, but of course this does bear advantages for people being prone to motion sickness or abrupt changes of backgrounds and fast camera movements as well. I can absolutely recommend the legacy pattern here. And now to the ultimate solution, which grants the best of both worlds in my opinion. Just enter the keybind menu and exchange those move left, turn left and move right, turn right hotkeys with those of strafe left and strafe right respectively. Now your character will immediately turn back towards their enemy when you hit either of these buttons, and this gives you the instant turn away feature and smooth camera movement of Legacy, while the overall movement feeling is much closer to the standard movement patterns. To accommodate this, I highly recommend to always keep the box of automatically face target when using action checked, which you can find under character configurations and target settings. I know, it might be a bad timing just before 6.2 hits tomorrow to test this out, but due to the servers still being online for most of the day, just give it a try. Fill up your max astronomy tomestones for the big Gil and let me know what you think is the better movement pattern. I personally always used standard, but this time around, and thanks to my super kind viewers on Twitch who recommended the strafe tweak, I will give it another honest try, especially for the cleaner recording that this setting comes with. So try it out, enjoy the patch and see you around for all sorts of 6.2 content tomorrow. Until then, keep strafing and keep loving Final Fantasy.